Hello, welcome to my video introduction to Tiberium Sundown, a CNC board game. This video is meant to go over some basic introductory concepts. For an in-depth look at rules, please be sure to check out the official rulebook and the workshop page for Tabletop Simulator under the name Tiberium Sundown. One unique aspect to this game is its 60-second battle timer, but don't worry. This timer is representative of your action economy and does not actually keep track of time. Think of these 60 seconds as 60 action points. And, to simulate the original RTS experience, all units have a vision range and remain hidden face down unless an enemy has them in their vision range. To start off, Tiberium Sundown can be described as a faction-based area control board game. The object of the game is simple. Move your units onto this area called the hill, draw resources known as Tiberium, and use your income to build more powerful units to reach your win condition. Tiberium is a shared and finite resource. It can be found in the mine. All players draw from the mine, scaling with the amount of units they have on the hill. The more units a player has on the hill, the higher their resource draw is per turn. This provides each player the incentive to populate the hill with their own units, to restrict any other players from advancing their own economy. There are 3 factions, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. At a beginner level, you have these yellow guys known as the GDI or the Global Defense Initiative. Their specialty is heavy armor and defensive formations. GDI has a fair selection of heavy units and beating sticks, but struggle with their high costs and slow moving units. Once you're familiar with the game's flow, I think many players will see interest in the red guys called the Brotherhood of Nod. Nod's specialty is fast and cheap units that excel in offensive hit and runs. All of your units can be considered glass cannons, making them a high-risk, high-reward faction. And last but not least, we have the purple guys, known as the Skrin Invaders. This faction can compete in both offense and defense, while having access to special abilities that allows their player to draw additional resources. The main fallback of this faction is their hefty costs and predictable nature. Jack of all trades, master of some. This faction is best in the hands of skilled players that want a decisive endgame. There are currently 4 maps included in Tiberium Sundown, with 2 layouts each for 1v1 and 2v2 or free-for-all formats. More maps will possibly be seen in the future. For the final portion of this video, I will go through what a typical round in Tiberium Sundown should look like. In this first example, GDI will be opening the game. GDI advances their Bulldog 4 spaces for 36 seconds. For a glossary of keywords, please be sure to check the official rulebook. With 24 seconds left on GDI's turn timer, they advance their Striker for 14 seconds and Missile Squad for 9 seconds. With this set of movements, GDI is left with 1 second of action they can't use and must end their turn. In response, Nod moves an Attack Bike and Raider Buggy for 28 seconds each, leaving the Nod player with 4 seconds left at the end of their turn. At this time, neither player has vision of their enemy's units. At the start of GDI's next turn, they will draw 1 card from the mine for the 1 Bulldog they own on the hill. When Nod starts their turn after that, they will draw 2 cards for their Attack Bike and Raider Buggy. For our last example, this scenario was taken from a real game between 2 players. The Skrin player has superior control of the hill and has pushed the GDI player into defensive posture near their base. At the start of GDI's turn, they draw 1 token for their Missile Squad and 1 more for their Shadowrunner on the hill. After this, GDI draws a card from their deck. Notice that some units are face down. This is because they are hidden and not within range to be seen by an enemy. Our Missile Squad with a vision range of 2 cannot see this unit to its top left, but that unit can see us because it has a vision range of 3. GDI advances their Shatterer 3 spaces for 33 seconds. This unit is revealed, and now we know it's a Disintegrator. Before we attack, we'll advance this Missile Squad 1 space for 9 seconds, and now we are left with 18 seconds to make something happen. First, we'll attack using the Shatterer's siege ability, Sonic Blast, to deal 60 damage after a 5-second delay. The total damage is reduced to 50 thanks to the Disintegrator's shell. With 13 seconds left, we use Missile Launch from our Missile Squad to finish off the enemy unit after a 7-second delay. leaving us to end our turn with 6 seconds left. These 6 seconds can be invested into a structure ability. For an in-depth look at rules, mechanics, and keywords, please be sure to check the official rulebook on the Tiberium Sundown workshop page. I hope you enjoyed this rough introduction to Tiberium Sundown. If this video made you interested in playing, please be sure to leave a like and check the description for a link to the Tiberium Sundown workshop page. I am always exploring balance, and I'm looking for feedback for any who do decide to play. Thank you for watching.